Dallas Cowboys lost to the Buffalo Bills 31-10, bringing their record to 10-4 on the season. Buffalo Bills were one game under 500 before the game and beat the Cowboys like a front door in a drug raid. Cowboys fans literally crushed me for saying when Dak goes up against the top competition, he don't look like competition at all. Well, here you go. It looked like he couldn't kickstart that offense with jumper cables. Cowboys offense couldn't move a baby in the bassinet. 25 minutes of time of possession, 106 net passing yards. Tony Pollard, who everybody tried to tell me was the second coming of Shady McCoy, 52 yards rushing. And Josh Allen's overall passing numbers were horrendous, but we're going to talk about that later. Let's continue with the Dallas Cowboys. Cowboys offense with 5 punts. Dak did not throw for a touchdown in the game, didn't rush for one either. Cowboys' only touchdown came off a CeeDee Lamb rushing attempt. Dak did throw an interception, however, it came early in the fourth quarter, forcing it to Brandon Cooks. And the game was 31-3 at that time, so it really didn't mean nothing. But it sure didn't help his MVP case. And I told y'all he had no chance of winning, and people tried to say, oh, look at his touchdown to interception ratio. Well, he had 0 touchdowns in this game. What MVP you know do that? He's not Cam Newton. He's not Tom Brady. He's middle of the pack, Dink and Dak. When the season ends, we gonna look at his numbers and say, yeah, he did his motherfucking thing. This the reason they lost, and that's the reason they lost. But we had one common denominator, the quarterback. All the parts changed around him in the last 8 years except that offensive line. He is signed, sealed, and he's supposed to deliver. At some point, Cowboy fans, y'all gotta admit and be honest. Y'all need a run game or Dak just ain't gonna perform. Tell me what you saw in this game that let you know he gonna step up when the time comes. And Josh Allen stuck up the field too. When you look at the score, you'll probably think he was out there throwing that thing all around the field. But 7 out of 15 for 94 yards, under 50% completion percentage. He had only 3 completions in the first quarter, 2 completions in the second quarter, 1 in the third, and 1 in the fourth. And that's all it took to beat y'all? What's even worse is 4 of those completions went to Stephon Diggs. He also rushed for a touchdown. And even with only throwing 7 completions and having under a 50% completion percentage, his passer rating versus Dak Prescott's passer rating, who Dak had 21 completions, was 89-57. Don't talk no more about this Dallas Cowboys defense. Don't talk no more about Micah Parsons. Parsons, he talks enough on this podcast, but let me tell you about what he do. Parsons with only 2 tackles, no pressures, no QB hits, no TFLs. Please stop talking about Parsons. If he's not touching the quarterback, he's not having an impact. He's listed as a linebacker, but he plays more like a defensive end. I'm not saying he's not great because he is, but when you start talking about the linebacker position, you think about an enforcer. And I don't think running backs or tight ends are afraid when they see him coming across or pitch out the backfield. James Cook ran all over that defense, 179 yards on the ground. What happened to that vaunted defense I heard about? Even the backup, Ty Jones, got 54 yards on 9 touches, and he caught the only touchdown from Josh Allen. Tony Pollard got 52 on 11 carries. 3 rushing touchdowns for the Buffalo offense. In total, Dallas defense with only 1 sack and 2 QB hits. They ran it and ran it and ran it until the Dallas defense got tired of tackling. Dallas Cowboys' only touchdown came with less than 5 minutes left in the game. So you went basically a whole game and was only able to muster up a field goal. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about y'all MVP.